Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Greider. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Greider.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day, honored and excited to connect in with you. Can you believe we're partway through November? My goodness, the year is going so quickly. Very excited to be connecting in with you. And it's so important, especially when we're getting towards the last couple of months of the year, it can almost accelerate. And it's important to remember to stop and pause and connect in together and especially allow yourself to be poured into. So today, our intention is to pour into you. We want to support you, help you bloom and shine in your daily life. And I have found that it's important on a daily basis, at least for myself, to have that support, to be uplifted and encouraged. On a daily basis, it seems to expire every 12 hours, 24 hours. I need that boost or kind of that support again. And when it gets busy and there are more demands, I find I need that boost and that encouragement even more frequently. So today, I want to encourage you to take a breath, slow down for a moment, and allow us to pour into you, to help you bloom and shine on a daily basis, to get the most out of our time together so that you can be poured into. I encourage you to choose to be fully present, choose to listen and received and be poured into. So you're open and ready and looking forward to that encouragement, that reminder, knowing that there is support coming alongside you to empower you on your journey, because this is not a solo journey. We need each other. We need that support. And today we're so honored to be part of that journey with you, pouring into you. We are talking with authors from a book that will be coming out on December 1st. I encourage everybody to mark that date on your calendar, December 1st. It's called Bloom and Shine. And we have collectively come together to bring a book forward to support you on a daily basis. And these are 3 of the 14 authors. We've been doing a special series called Bloom and Shine, where we are talking with each of the amazing authors as they take a moment to stop, pause, and pour into you, to share why they decided to be part of this project, to share what they hope readers get out of it, and some of their own wisdom, tip, and experience on how they are navigating the waters and being encouraged and empowered on a daily basis. So be ready. I encourage you to have a note page ready so that you can take notes on those things that touch your heart, that spark something in you, that you want to remember and take with you as you go back out into the world. So as we're pouring into you, be open, jot down those things that can serve and support you. We'll have time throughout the show where you get to pause, breathe, and integrate that which serves and release what doesn't, so that by the end of the show, you are filled to overflowing. You have integrated on a cellular level those things that are most powerful and supportive of you, and you have released what no longer serves. So we're excited to be connecting in with you. We're looking forward to the conversation. And part of the reason that December 1st date is so important is we're going to be releasing this book for the special rate of $1 for the first 24 hours. It'll be available on Amazon in an electronic format. So I encourage you, write that date on your calendar. Watch for our posting so you can take advantage of getting this powerful gift to support you on a daily basis. And share it out. We'd love to have this resource reach as many people as possible, because we all need that boost day to day to stop, pause, be uplifted, and then move forward in a positive, powerful, and supported way. So thank you for joining us. As we are pausing, slowing down a little bit, I encourage you to take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth like through a straw. breathing. Close your eyes as you're still breathing. Please keep breathing. And put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing you all in, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And as you are breathing, you're slowing you're lowering your cortisol levels as you're slowing down a little bit. You're lowering those stress levels as you bring oxygen to every cell in the body, which also helps you clear out what no longer serves and creates room and space for that which does. So in this space, as you're breathing, eyes closed, absolutely safe, my question to you is, what do you need today? What will encourage you, uplift you, support you? What do you need today, real time, to support you in blooming and shining, sharing your gifts and talents with the world? What do you need? I'm going to add to this that you are willing to receive because you have choice. So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? Just curiosity. See what information you get. See what you receive. Beautiful. So take a moment as you're receiving that information, and then let's take a breath. Open up our eyes, become fully present, and write down what was laid on your heart. What is it that you need and are willing to receive? Please note, we did not ask how. We're just asking you to identify what it is that you need and are willing to receive. And writing it down, you're actually creating it. You're starting to bring it into reality. And it helps you keep it top of mind so you can be on the lookout to receive exactly what you need. How amazing is that? You just have to watch and be open to receiving. In fact, you're looking forward to being excited at the unexpected and amazing way you never saw it coming that this need gets met and you are willing to receive. Beautiful. We're going to go around our virtual room here, and I'm going to have each of our amazing authors just share 10, 15, 20 seconds what was laid on their heart when they took a moment to stop, pause, listen, and receive. And with that, Marlene, I'd love for you to share what was laid on your heart.
Thank you, Rebecca. So for me, it's being able to stop and celebrate and just honor and appreciate all that I've accomplished up to this point. Sometimes I'm really good about, yay, celebrate, okay, on to the next thing. And I forget that little piece of just honoring and really appreciating what I've accomplished.
I love that. And I love that word, honoring it. Because I think sometimes we do that, celebrate, you're right, and we just move on. Next thing, if we remember to celebrate. But I love that, stopping, honoring, and appreciating it too. Beautiful share. Thank you. How about you, Dr. Sarah? What was laid on your heart?
So, hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much. For me, it was just a slowdown in general. I find that this time of year, and especially this year specifically, you're getting toward all the holidays and, with everything else going on, you just start looking toward the future, and trying to figure out the next 6 weeks of your life at the same time. So for me, it was just taking a moment to be here today and present with what we have today and not looking to the future all the time.
Beautiful. Nice. Thank you for sharing that, because I was like, for myself, I tend to be a planner and I'm always looking ahead and there's this brand new year and I get excited and can forget to be in the present. So I definitely identify with that. Remembering to be present. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Patrick? What was laid on your heart?
I wish I had something more profound to say, but the word that keeps coming to mind is stress. I mean, I think we've had months of just so much like anxiety with COVID and the tension of this election and everything else. I'm just sitting here thinking we just need, to focus on having a little fun and just enjoying life.
I love that. Fun and enjoying life. I think that is powerful. We don't want to squeeze the fun and joy out of life. So wonderful, wonderful reminder. Thank you. And we support that, remembering to bring that fun and that joy into our daily basis and into our life and not get so busy in the doing that we forget to enjoy and celebrate and be present and honor. I think those are all really, really important things. Thank you, Patrick, for sharing. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And how about you, listener? What did you find on your heart when you took a moment to stop, pause, and listen? And I'm saying that in a singular way because we are connecting heart by heart, life by life, even though it is around the world. And that's a personal feeling in what is being laid on your heart. Perhaps one of the things that we shared touched your heart as well, or you added to that. But take a moment to really feel in, catch up with yourself a little bit. We move so fast. Sometimes we can't hear that still quiet voice because we're so crowded with noise and movement and activity. So as we go to our first commercial break, I want to encourage you to stay present as those commercials are playing in the background. Resist that urge to go cross things off the to-do list. Right now, the to-do list is being present, receiving. Take a moment and see what that still, small, quieter voice is whispering to you. See what it's saying. And we'll look forward to talking to you and continuing our conversation in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel. Rebecca Hall-Griter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Griter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes. And that it felt refreshing. You had an opportunity to slow down a little bit, quiet the noise, and really listen to what that still small voice is whispering to you, is sharing with you, and wanting you to know. We are talking with our amazing authors from the book Bloom and Shine, to be released on December 1st. I want everybody to have that date marked in the calendar. That's when this book will be available. And if you're loving the authors and what they're sharing, you'll have a powerful collection of their wisdom, insight, and encouragement woven together in a daily inspiration book called Bloom and Shine that we'll be releasing December 1st for that special rate of $1. Now, you got to meet everybody on a heart level in the opening segment, and now I wanted to more formally introduce them and have them share a little bit of why they decided to lean into this project and what they're hoping readers get out of it. And listeners, what I think is really great to think about is why you're saying yes to the projects in your life. Are they helping you bloom and shine? What are you hoping comes out of the things that you're leaning into, that you're saying yes to? I think it's great as they're sharing to see what resonates with you or what you may want to add to that exploration, or as you're reevaluating things that you're considering bringing forward in through the end of the year and in 2021. How are you looking at those things, and what are you wanting them to bring forward? So with that, let me introduce our first amazing author, Patrick P. Long. He's a father to 4 children, a widower. His wife, Melanie, passed away in 2019 of breast cancer. This led Patrick to write a book called Ordinarily Extraordinary, where he's sharing their journey candidly of battling cancer and raising 4 children, all while celebrating Melanie's amazing spirit. And as that book was released, it became a #1 international bestseller. It's touched multiple lives. It's really launched Patrick powerfully in as an amazing author and speaker. And he is passionate about learning how to thrive, not just survive. Can you please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and heart-centered Patrick P. Long to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. It's awesome to be here. It's a great show.
You are very welcome. Thrilled to have you joining us. And I'd love for you to share why. Why did this, of all the different projects that are out there, why did this one call to you and have you lean in and say yes?
Well, since, as your whole introduction said, since my wife passed, going through the grieving process and just learning to, figure out a new path in life, and then writing the book, the memoir, and going through all that obviously caused me to delve deep into just lessons of life and experiences and understand them all. And, because in the book, I get into many different things about life. It's not just about cancer or that battle. It's about so many different aspects of life and all the lessons you learn along the way. And the power of preserving that, how we can share our stories, especially in writing, and share them with each other. I've just learned it on an entirely new level over the past year and a half. And the thing is, it's not just like any one inspiration or one story is going to drastically alter your life typically, but you not just need to learn a lesson. It's not like you learn a lesson or get an inspiration and you're just good for the rest of your life. We go through times where, bad events and things alter our perception of life or our thinking, but just over time you kind of forget something you learned. And to have those things there that you can go back and reflect on them, because we need that reinforcement and that reminder. Yeah. And to have that there, powerfully, that you can go back and reflect on things or remember, oh my gosh, I remember how I thought that before, or what I learned, or to learn from somebody else and to be part of doing that. It's just awesome.
Beautiful. I love that. And I think it's so amazing that we have this ability to pour it into each other, what we have learned. And something that I think is beautiful about that is it's down in writing, right? So even if we do forget, like you said, or for a moment, something comes along and we need to be reminded, or our perspective has shifted, here it is that we can refer back to it and pour into others. They don't have to learn all the things we've learned the hard way. they can actually learn through our experience and have it encourage and support them. And what is one thing that you hope a reader gets out of the inspirations that you contributed?
Yeah, just to look at life. It's easy to get caught up in moments, and just feel like life's, overwhelming or tough and, get depressed out. But overall, the world is a great place, and there are so many good people out there. Like in this book, we have 14 authors who are showing that. And just to anchor on that, remember that that's out there, and just remind yourself of it, and keep that focus, I think is so important.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And I agree. I mean, I think it's such an important thing to remember. There are good people out there that we do come together and support each other and can cheer each other on, even when it feels challenging. That reminder is so powerful and important. Thank you so much for sharing, Patrick. I appreciate it and appreciate you leaning in to be part of this project.
Thank you. It's awesome to be part of it.
And I'd love to introduce our next amazing guest. There we go. Dr. Sarah Breen. She is a pediatrician practicing at Sanders Court Pediatrics in the northern suburbs of Chicago. She is married with 2 sons and enjoys spending time with her family, exercising, and traveling. She is passionate about choosing to bloom and shine. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Dr. Sarah Breen to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I used to love to travel before COVID.
I was
Maybe
just wondering that as I was sharing. I'm like, that's a little more challenging.
Yeah.
So, but you still love it. So that's great.
I do love to travel. I just haven't traveled.
Yes. Thank you for being clear as we share out with our listeners. It's wonderful. And I'd love for you to share why. Why did you lean in and say yes to this particular project?
Sure. So thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this project. It was actually, if you remember, very easy for me to say yes to as soon as you asked me. This is right up my alley. So I would say, from the time I was little, one of the biggest influences in my life was my grandmother, and she's still 95 and doing awesome. And her way of life is positive thoughts, positive inspirations, positive quotes. And so that's part of how I was raised. And now being a physician, I spend my days choosing to heal people, and not necessarily just physically, of course. A big part of it is your mind. And I truly believe that, positive mindset changes pretty much everything. So this to me was the perfect project for me because I hope to inspire others. I always want to have positive thinking, and I really just enjoyed just writing different, positive stories to kind of help people hopefully turn around their day.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And I celebrate the work that you do in healing minds and hearts and bodies and supporting them. I think that's just so powerful, and thrilled that you leaned in and are part of this project. And I do remember it was a very fast yes to leaning in and being part of that. And I love how she has influenced you so powerfully. My grandmothers have been just a huge part of my life as well, and supporting and uplifting and remembering to have choice, that we have choice, and being really mindful of how we're choosing to be and live and what we're choosing to bring in. And so with that, as you were putting these inspirations together, did you have a thought of what you hope a reader gains from reading them?
That's a good question. And I think for the most part, I just really hope that I can touch, at least one life, of course, and, have somebody who maybe started out that day in not the right frame of mind. And like you said, I like the word choice. Maybe choosing to pick up that book and read something that I wrote and change the way that they spend their day. And that positive mindset, it's like a domino effect. So I'm hoping that I can change someone's day and make them smile.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I love that. And then I'd love to introduce Marlene Elizabeth. She is a #1 best-selling author, certified money coach, a co-author of 5 books, a full hand, 5 books, and she is a mamapreneur and helps creative spiritual women entrepreneurs unfold their financial potential one brave feather at a time. One of her favorite activities is being a mom and being with her beautiful daughter, and she is passionate about empowering you in your relationship with money so that you can unfold your financial money wings. Please lean in and warmly welcome the heart-centered and powerful Marlene Elizabeth to the show. Welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here today with Sarah and Patrick and you. And, I can relate so much to what Sarah was saying about her grandmother. My grandmother's 92, and she's very similar. And so we definitely share that in common. So I joined this project because, I've always been a writer. Not necessarily an author, but a writer. I've written a lot. And so when I had the opportunity to publish my book, Money Wings, it truly was a dream come true, like giving birth. But then it also created more business and more activity. And so I wasn't able to continue to write another whole book, but to be able to collaborate with others in a way where I can continue to share my voice and my passion for the work that I do. It was just such a great opportunity to be a part of.
I love that. And I love that you found that right way to, that fit with how things were evolving, because I think that's one thing we've learned, or are learning in 2020, is shifting and adjusting and finding new ways to do things, new ways to connect, new rhythms in life. And when you have business growth like that, that's another new rhythm to find your way in and through. And I love that you found a way to continue to bring your beautiful writing forward and share and support people with it, because you definitely have a beautiful gift of words and how you share things. It's like pictures that you paint with your words. They're just beautiful. So I appreciate that about you, and your willingness to lean in and say yes and be part of the project. I thank you for that. And when you were writing your inspirations, was there something you hoped or had sometimes I think we have that kind of voice in the heart saying, I hope this does this. I hope this makes a difference. I hope this touches someone. Did you have anything like that as you were writing your inspirations?
Yes, absolutely. So, as I wrote my inspirations, I really thought back to the time when, I was, very young in my early 20s and really didn't know how to manage my money and really struggled living paycheck to paycheck, didn't plan, didn't have emergency savings, all those things. And, it created this storm within me until one day I just heard myself like a whisper in this eye of the storm that said, you deserve more. And when that happened, everything changed. And so I wrote my reflections as a way to be able to share with readers the same message. You deserve more. But even beyond that, we also have a responsibility to be more. And I think it circles kind of back to what Sarah said about her grandmother. I feel that responsibility, to give back to, the opportunity I was given by my grandmother, by her parents. We have a responsibility not to be more. And so I think just being able to write my inspirations in a way that's kind of a cup of courage each day, because in order to be more, we need that courage. That's really what I really hope that the reader will take away from my inspirations.
I love that, the cup of courage. That's such a beautiful picture. They can take a scoop every time they read an inspiration. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Again, appreciate you being part of this project. And listeners, I love that. When we take a moment and we stop and pause, are we remembering to bring our measuring cup or a cup with us, a container ourselves, and take a scoop of what can serve and support us. And I was thinking as I was listening to each author as they're sharing why they leaned in to be part of this project, I was reflecting on why I leaned into leading this project as well as contributing to it. And I think for myself, I had multiple daily inspiration books that poured into me so powerfully and spoke truth to my heart and spirit when I needed it most. And it was in those quiet moments when I would doubt or questions would arise, or I was trying to understand my place in the world, or what can I do, or how do I face something. And those are times I could feel so isolated and alone. And having a book and books were always my friends. I always leaned into books. I was able to open that up and get support right then and there that just was a salve to my spirit. It would encourage me, it would uplift me, and made a profound difference on a daily basis in my life. And so when this project started speaking to my heart to bring forward, I felt a deep calling in it, and a quickening of my spirit and honor to be able to bring a book forward that could support people, I hope, in a similar way, walking beside exactly where they're at, giving them something to encourage and support them real time on their journey. That's the desire. And the cover, when you watch for it on December 1st, you'll see it on Amazon. It's the picture of even in some of the promotions we've been sharing out, I was thinking you can actually see it before the launch because we've been sharing it out. But there's a picture of a Gerber daisy flower it's white in color and kind of delicate. It's stretching out over a pond. And if you look really closely, you can see that there's light shining down on the flower, and a drop must have fallen from a petal into the pond, and it's rippling out. And to me, that was such a vision of what I hope people receive, that not only are they nourished, are they encouraged, are they getting that scoop of courage, that cup of courage, but it equips and empowers them to be able to share out, to shine, to have an impact on those around them in a mindful, purposeful way, because I believe each of you are beautifully and powerfully made on purpose and for a purpose. And the biggest gift you can give the world is more of you. But it's hard to shine if we're not being poured into, if we're not being uplifted, if our roots aren't deep. And so I hope this book helps your roots go deep and supports and uplifts you so you can lean over that pond and you can shine your beautiful light, your beautiful impact in the world. So as we're weaving, and we're in the final stages right now, weaving all the beautiful inspirations together, I'm getting to read all of them again and be poured into in that way. That's the intention that I have in weaving it together, and hope that it has in each and every one of your lives that lean in, that are called to add this book to your library. So as we get ready to go to our next commercial break, I want to encourage you to use these 2 minutes to really think about, what are you being called to lean into, to share and shine out? And of the projects that you have on your plate or considering putting on your plate, just feel into those again and see how they line up, and are they helping bring your gifts forward so that you can share who you are with the world. And if not, maybe there's one you could add on that helps you do that. And we'll look forward to continuing our conversation in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Griter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes and had an opportunity to just process and see what's being spoken into your heart and spirit, and kind of take a look at, as you are looking ahead and looking at the present, those things that you're saying yes to, and are they helping you bloom and shine, or are they on purpose for you? I think it's so important that we remember to stop in and check. One of the things I am gifted in is growing things. And I love to say yes and grow things and make them bigger. But what's important in that is you have to have room for the growth, right? So I have learned in that gifting to actually have room on the plate, extra space, and I plan on growth. I plan on new things that are going to come forward that I can say yes to. So when I'm thinking about blooming and growing and shining, I keep some open space so that I can say yes to things. I can add them to the plate, and I can allow for growth. So I encourage you, as we're sharing and you're thinking about some of these things, expect growth. Allow space for that. Don't have it so crowded that you don't have room to say yes to those things that are calling your heart, that are wanting to move forward, or you're wanting to be able to share and shine out. So that's something that I know I have learned as things have grown in life, that it's okay to have some room. And actually, it's necessary to allow growth and to be able to say yes to new things. So I encourage you, as you're looking at your plate, it's okay to have some open space there. And in fact, I encourage it, because I know there are going to be things that will come up, opportunities and growth in your life that you want to have room for, and you want it to grow in a healthy, powerful, positive way. And I thought it would be wonderful to talk with each of our authors, as they are experts in leaning into and helping us bloom and shine. What are some of the daily practices they have that they're using that help them bloom and shine on a daily basis? What are they doing that inspires them, that keeps them centered, that helps them continue to be able to share and shine out? With that, I'd love to start the conversation with you, Dr. Sarah. What are some things you do on a daily basis to support you?
So for me, it is 100% exercise. So I, every morning, wake up an hour before my kids and my dog, my new puppy, and I make sure that I get in a good 30 to 45-minute workout every day, if not maybe 6 days a week, because that, to me, helps me refocus mind and body. It's so important for me to have, that outlet of me time and just kind of just starting my day that way. It changes my mindset, and I'm ready to kind of attack the day, if you will.
Nice. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
How about you, Marlene? What do you do?
So I'm easily distracted. And so, if we're writers, I could underline that, capitalize that, bold that. I'm very easily distracted. So this year I focused on instead saying, I am focused, and specifically on what I can control. I am focused on what I can control. And so as a practical exercise, and actually I put this as one of my reflections in Bloom and Shine, is I wrote up a simple daily meditation so that I could show up focused. And there's like 15 different kind of thoughts, right? So today I will comfort others as I comfort myself. I'll be kind to others as I am kind to myself, and so forth. And so what I did is, after I wrote this in the book, I ended up creating a practice where I cut each one and just kind of put it in a box. And so each day I just pull one out so that that's my focus for the day. And I intentionally made sure that I'm doing it for others, but as I'm doing it for myself, because there's so many times that I forget myself.
I love that. And you're breaking it down into this bite-sized piece. It's kind of exciting because you don't know what the focus is going to be. So you let it be revealed. And then that's the focus. That's that one short piece for the day to support you. That's a beautiful practice. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Patrick? What do you do?
A couple of things. First of all, I think every day I literally try to just change something up, so I don't get it right. And that can be different every day depending on kind of what I'm dealing with, whether it's, I've been working almost too hard and try and break it up by doing something lighter or vice versa. But the other thing and the bigger thing is I try to spend a few minutes I have 4 young kids, and I try to every single day just set aside at least a few minutes with each kid, and not to challenge them or question their homework or things like that, but I'm trying just focusing on them, just having fun, joking around, whether it's just tickling them or making jokes with them, and just every day to connect with each kid, even if it's just for a few minutes individually, and just make sure, because it's so easy to get caught up in I have this project I got to do, and tell your kids to go entertain them, or I try not to make sure I'm not losing that touch with them and just spend at least a few minutes every day with each one of them.
Beautiful. I love that. I love how you're very clear on that you build that practice and your rhythm in that rhythm into your life. And I think that's really, really beautiful. And doing this, I can see how that supports and keeps that connection. What does that do for you? I'm just curious. Does that recharge you?
I think it does a lot for me too.
Yeah.
It makes me just feel like, I'm enjoying them and I'm enjoying their lives, because it's so easy to get caught up in the moment and feel like they're always going to be this age. But, I have my oldest son literally today, just a little while ago, walked into his high school for the first time, and he's been virtual up till now, but he just walked in and I'm like, he's in high school. Before I know it, he's going to be graduating. He's going to be gone and off. So it helps me to connect with them and remember to enjoy the time I have with them, because I'm not always going to have it. They're going to grow up and move on,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And I was telling our authors behind the scenes, I'm going to have a speed round, but I wouldn't tell them what the question was going to be. So they were a little bit nervous, but they're trusting me. So here's the speed round. Just quick, kind of what comes into your mind first thing. When it's a really, challenging day. Like it's that day you just kind of want to crawl back into bed. You want to hit reboot. You want to restart. It's just like things are going sideways. It's that really challenging day. When that happens, what is something that you do that helps bring you back to center, helps shift the energy for you a little bit on those extra stormy days? I'd love to know. And Marlene, I'd like to start with you.
I find my daughter, who's 13, and I give her a kiss on the cheek because it helps me to remember why I'm doing everything I'm doing.
Beautiful. I love that. How about you, Patrick? What do you do?
Yeah, I just pick something to do so I kind of get up and get moving. So I might say, just 10 minutes of just pick something. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and sometimes that makes you feel like you can't get something done. Just pick something, even if it's just 10 minutes, and then feel like you accomplished something. And then a lot of times that just gives you a little bit of momentum to move on into something else.
I like it. Love it. Love it. How about you, Dr. Sarah? What do you do on that extra challenging, hard day?
Well, it's going to feel a little bit repetitive, sorry, but my younger son, my 6-year-old, is my snuggly child, and just literally all I have to do is ask him for a hug and kiss, and it 100% changes my feelings.
Oh, I love that. And in that, channeling his snuggly gift to uplift. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I love that. I love that. I know for myself, sometimes I call a friend and just have them share. There's someone that just kind of lifts my spirit. I call them, even if it's just 5 minutes, and sometimes hearing their voice or just sharing for a few minutes helps shift that energy for me. I'll do that. Sometimes I will just spend an extra few minutes with my cats. My cats always uplift my spirit. Or I'll go for just a quiet time out on the porch. We have this beautiful fountain, and I'll turn it on for a few minutes, and all I have to do is be and listen to the water as it ripples down the stones, and that helps me for a couple minutes. I find those types of things help shift the energy, and taking those couple minutes when I least think I can least afford them is usually when I need them most. That's the indicator when I'm feeling that pressure. And sometimes just those small things make a really big difference in 1 minute, 2 minute, and suddenly the world is okay again. And I'm still me and centered, and I can step forward a little bit differently. So as we get ready to go to our next commercial break, listeners, I'd love for you to think about, what do you do? Or what are some things you might want to try when we have, not if, because we will have those challenging days. So what are some things we can add to our toolbox that we can go to, we can try out, that can uplift us? There's an author, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but she used to create what's called a joy box, and it started as a shoebox and eventually became a room. But she would collect things that just sparked her funny bone, made her smile. Could be a comic strip or some funny gift someone sent her that every time she picks it up, she thinks of that person and smiles. And during some of the hardest times in her life, she relied on that joy box every single day, sometimes multiple times in the day, to be able to open it up and pick up something that could shift that energy, that could encourage her. So I'd love for you to start to create your own toolbox or joy box where you have something, you have a collection of things that when you need that support, especially, you can go to pick up something and it can give you that boost, it can give you that lift. So enjoy these next 2 moments, get creative, think about some things you can put in your own joy box. And when we come back, I'm going to let you know how you can connect with our amazing authors, go deeper, and connect on another level. So we'll look forward to talking with you in just 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
There's a new force to be reckoned with in talk radio. It's not just talk radio. Hosted by LaTanya Jr. and co-host Tina Wynn and Tony Brown. Not Just Talk Radio is like a superhero, inspiring, problem-solving, and informing. Packed with action-provoking conversations from news, movements, and social and politics issues. This program is about a wide range of voices and fresh points of view from experts, celebrities, and you, the listener. Not Just Talk Radio is broadcast live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Rebecca Hall-Griter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Become a member of VoiceAmerica.com. It's easy, and best of all, it's free. Start out by going to our homepage or any of our channels and click Register at the top. Once you've created an account and signed in, you can create your own custom library, opt into our newsletter, search by show, host, guest, or topic of interest, or browse millions of hours of content across all of our Voice America radio channels. Membership gets you more. Visit VoiceAmerica.com today to get started and tailor the listening experience to your taste.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Griter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had fun, that we brought some of that joy in we talked about in the beginning of the show, thinking about or celebrating what are some things you can put into your joy box, into your toolbox to support you and uplift you, especially in those challenging moments. We were having conversations, we got a little caught up behind the scenes about snuggly ones in our life. And there was even an offer of sharing behind the scenes, which I thought was very generous. But isn't that an important reminder, having that connection with each other and allowing ourselves to support and connect each other makes such a difference. There's that sharing of spirit and energy that can uplift us and shift things in a moment. And that was something I heard consistently in the shares before our break. So with that, I'm going to go around the room quickly and have each of our guests share how you can connect with them further. So as you're feeling a connection, I wanted you to have an opportunity to take that deeper. A reminder that on December 1st, you can have the whole collection of our amazing authors available in Bloom and Shine that will be available on Amazon. And with that, Patrick, how can they connect with you?
It's www.patrickplong.com. So don't forget the P in the middle, patrickplong.com. And if you go on there, it has a email, newsletter, alert, sign up that you can get on my email list. And it also has all the little icons to connect with me on social media. I have a Facebook page, I have Twitter, and I have LinkedIn. So connect with me through any of those means.
Perfect. I love it. You are easy to find. That is great. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Dr. Sarah? How can they connect and go deeper?
So this is my first authoring. So I don't have a website my own or anything like that. I'm not technologically savvy yet, but I do have a Facebook page, and I do have a work website, which they can find me on, which is www.sanderspeds.com. And you can find me through there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And Marlene, how about you? How can they go deeper?
Oh, so the best way to reach out would be if you go to www.meetwithmarlene.com, you'll see some different ways that you can connect, whether you want to be part of my 100 Female Entrepreneurs project I'm doing, or just kind of hop on a virtual coffee chat, or maybe book a private money coaching session, or even just have a free strategy session. So, meetwithmarlene.com.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for making that available. I appreciate it. And anyone who would like to connect with me, you can do so at Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. I love hearing from you. Or you can always check out our site and schedule a time at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now, as you get ready to go back out into the world, I want to remind you, you are beautifully, wonderfully made, absolutely needed in this world. And the biggest gift you can give is more of you. So I want to encourage you as you go forth, be willing to share the amazing gift of you. Be willing to bloom and shine each and every day of the year. It makes a difference. It makes an impact. And you are absolutely needed. Have an amazing week, everyone. I'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.